not afraid of the way you make me feel. You save me from emptiness, lonely nights I suffered when I held my pride. Don't be afraid, you're holding me down, because since the day I met you, I've been chained to the clouds.
So after college, you moved back to New York and into the city and started working. And tell me, because it's an interesting story in there, how you got started, how you got kind of, in a way, discovered.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't really, it was kind of weird. It's like one of those things they say in life where if you're really meant to do something, it kind of finds you. I thought I was going to be a reporter, and I got an internship at Good Morning America, so I took it. I was 20 at the time, and I was there. They ended up hiring me. It just kind of all worked out. Like I got there, I interned. The girl that was running the green room decided to go back to school. She was like, screw this, I'm getting out of here. I'm not doing news. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. So they hired me for her job, which was the official green room coordinator. And literally, I was still performing in Manhattan on the side, kind of for fun. And I was walking, that's a lie, I just lied, didn't mean to. But I was in Chris Cuomo's office, who was one of the main anchors at the time. Okay. And one of the crew guys was walking by. That's where the walking comes from. Okay. And he's like, hey, Julia, nice show last night. And I was like, cool, thanks. And Chris goes, show, what do you do? Are you an actor? What do you do? And I was like, no, I'm a songwriter. And he asked if I would play something that I wrote. And so, as I told you, I already had these weird fears with not wanting to perform in front of people. And I was like, okay, sure. And so, I'm typing in my MySpace URL or whatever it was. And then so he starts playing the song, and then Sam Champion, the weather guy, walks by and he goes, oh, what's that? And then I was like, oh, it's me. So basically they said, we're going to get you on the show as an artist. Okay. And then they did. But I didn't even ask. I did not ask for anything. I was just there and I was kind of doing my thing. And that's the weirdest thing in the world to me, because that was a huge lesson for me, even to be like, just show up and like do what you're supposed to do. I went from no press to having press.
Imagine the press on a morning show, more dice to get on.
I know, it was kind of weird. I'm like, I have nothing, and then I'm like, and I was begging just to play. I would play at the bitter end, but no other places in New York would really let me play unless it was an open mic. And all of a sudden I went from that to, oh, here I have this link of me on Good Morning America. And all of a sudden, basically every venue was saying, great, when can you play? Which was a totally new experience. So I kind of just made a decision to take a leap. And I figured if I wanted to be a reporter and this wasn't working out, I could always go back and do it. Sure. And so basically I just Googled music venues that people play in, and I started finding them all along from Maine down to Miami, up through Nashville and Chicago, and I basically just emailed everyone. And for every 200 emails I'd send out, I'd get 20 responses, but those would be bookings. And so essentially that's how I did my first tour.
Don't be afraid, you're holding me down, because since the day I met